What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link discount code down in the description. You also know Glance LED. You ever been to a sports bar and you've seen one of the tickers they have and thought to yourself, man, I would love to have one of those? Glance is your way to do it. Absolutely no subscription fee. Doesn't even have to be sports. It can be news. It can be weather. It can be a plethora of so many things. They just put out an app for the phone, makes it that much easier to use. You guys get one of these units, you're going to absolutely love it. But you're also never going to pay a subscription fee because once you buy it, that is all you need to use it. I want to thank Len as well as Gregory Howard. I wonder if Gregory Howard watches my channel. I guess we'll find out. Continuation of freezing players. He has a channel here that is not monetized because people love to tell me I do this just for the money. Oh my God. So Gregory doesn't do that. All right. Instead, Gregory's out here showing this. This is a Madden 24 issue. I'm not even showing my issue or my gameplay. I'm showing a community issue. So Gregory felt this was a big enough deal to make a video about because it's a massive issue with the game. That defensive player froze, allowed the quarterback to get out of the pocket. We're going to see it again. And Gregory does an awesome job. And it really was such a fun moment to see someone else kind of circle players the same way I do. And you really get to see he does a great job at highlighting, and you can see the player moving. An incredible job for someone that, again, is doing this for the love of football. Not a monetized channel, just wants a better game. And that's what we're here for. Here you see again, and this is going to be very, very important. You see the player freeze, the quarterback gets out. This is an animation that cannot branch, and watch other players come into the equation, right? They can't interact with him. So Len sends me this clip. I know Len's a Seahawks fan. He's probably a Sean Alexander fan based on the email. Watch what happens here. This is college Madden. I mean, this is college football 25. Just take a look at this. This is why we get so upset about the same game. When you look at this player and realize, hey, he could have impacted this play. He could have helped tackle this ball carrier. If nothing else, right, to be fair, let's say he wasn't going to make the tackle, okay? Do we think that it's plausible based on how the ball carrier has to run directly around him that perhaps maybe he could have impeded the progress of the ball carrier to where one of these players could have caught him, maybe tackled him? Maybe he has to work around. I don't know. I do know that these players here, they have to kind of work around their own player that's now frozen in the field, right? So is it unjust to say that the offensive player wouldn't have been able to do the same thing? I don't know. But what I do know is this game seems to very much have a lot of issues from Madden's past that we've asked as a community to be fixed. And I personally feel that EA Sports sold the whole community on the nostalgia of NCAA Football 14, which was a beloved game. It had a very deep dynasty mode. In fact, the dynasty mode for that game is deeper than what we have in this current game, which doesn't make a lot of sense. The customization in NCAA 14 is greater than what we have today, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Some of the restrictions this game has don't appear in NCAA Football 14. And I know people will quick to point out, oh, it's the name and likeness. Here's the reality. We've listened to EA Sports create issues for the reason their games fall terribly short of simulation football for years. They've blamed the NFL. They blamed us. They blamed everyone but this game engine that is not capable of replicating football. You just saw completely two different people that have probably never spoken to each other. One of them uploaded a video of Madden 24, an issue that impacted him twice, that he indicated needed to be fixed and had impacted the game for years. And then someone that buys a brand new game that is supposed to be revamped, rebuilt, repurposed is what it eventually became as a college football game. And somehow they suffer from the same game-breaking issue. So what is the end result here? You're telling me that you honestly feel the NCAA dev team can fix an issue that the Madden team has not been able to fix for years. If you truly feel that way, help me understand where that's coming from. Because there's nothing that I can see that puts me down that path. There's nothing that makes me feel like they're capable of doing it. They had a whole extra year. If they were really going back and evaluating community feedback, looking at the issues Madden has, and honestly trying to make a better game, then how do so many of these publicly criticized issues reappear? This isn't just a nitpick. This is an issue where animations cannot branch. Players are frozen in the field. And there is an easy solution to this. You either find a way to have that animation branch, or you remove the animation that is broken from the game. This doesn't require some type of rocket doctor to reverse engineer. It's quite simple. But the reality is, in my opinion, EA has layered hundreds, if not thousands, of animations onto an outdated game engine, and we are now to the point that the game does not know how to handle it, was likely never intended to have the variety of animations it has, and EA has had to try to find workarounds for this. Sometimes those workarounds are giving us user control. So take a look at the trailer they just put out. The spectacular catches returned. Now they can tie all those spectacular catch animations into a bucket that we can pull from by pressing a button. But it doesn't change the fact that this game still fails on so many levels. To that same point, Madden just sold us physics-based gameplay. And I'm going to close with this thought process. How can you have physics-based gameplay if players are being frozen in animations? It's not possible, right? It's flat out false to say we have animation-based gameplay and physics-based gameplay. You can't have them together. Yet they're trying to do the same thing they've always done, which is repackage a football game from one year to the next, except this year they repackaged one as a college football game. And everyone that loved the college football games in the past is now clamoring to this new game that is a shell of what it was before. And I will express to you with the utmost confidence, the first few videos that I made criticizing this game were unbelievably poorly received. I'm talking about 40, 50, 60% dislikes. But what I will tell you today is that now that you have had an opportunity to play the game, now that these issues have impacted you, you've had an opportunity to see, oh, these things that bothered me in Madden still bother me now, and the fact that there's a mascot cheerleaders and some trumpets on the sideline really don't make me feel that much better about this broken gameplay. I'm getting the same number of views, but the dislikes are frantically falling off. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching this. And you know, when you've got players freezing on the field in Madden 24 and Madden College Edition, there is no way I will not be back in the week with more commentary.